Right, so hopefully everybody will be able to see me on my page and on my group. Okay, so page people, just because I need to keep an eye on my phone, because that's the one that's going to fall, if anything, I'll be averting my eyes towards there. But at least, let me try and get a bit more light on myself here, at least you guys can see the training that goes on inside the Awaken the Boss group. Right, oh, I feel a bit like on the spotlight today. Right, okay, cool. Are we all here? Let me just see if I can invite a few people to this training. See if other people want to come on. Albert, Amy. Guys, if you won't mind sharing as well, it won't be 2 seconds. I'm just going to invite people that I know will benefit from this. See who we've got. Okay. Right. Oh, Nicola, make sure you're on. Can somebody tag Nicola? Nicola Arnold Nebu Clerk. I can never pronounce her name properly, so I'm so sorry if I've said that wrong. Kira. Who else have we got? Hannah, if you're free, it'd be lovely to see you. Sue Bolton. Okay. Right, okay, I'm going to start because I'll be here for a bit. If other people don't mind inviting a few people on, you'd be Anna, I think I've just invited you even though you're actually on. That's hilarious. Sarah. Carol. Okay. Right, that will do. That will do. Right, okay. Oh, I've got to turn that down. That light is a bit bright. There we go. That's better. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the training. I really hope that it's in. I'll be in and out getting myself and the kids ready, Marcy. No worries, my lovely. Hi, Sanai. Sanai's joined. Yeah, let me know if you're on the replay or if you're live, let me know. And throughout this, it would be really helpful if you have any questions, ask me. Yeah, Hannah, sorry, lovely. I'm like, come. You're like, I'm here already. Okay, so if you haven't heard me speak before, my name is Jen and I'm a business clarity coach. And my expertise is all in the clarity on your niche, your passion, and your ideal client in order to get absolute alignment with it so that you can start to build a tribe full of your perfect ideal clients that will then convert into paying clients. In a nutshell, that's what I'm about. But today I really want to talk about the one thing that if you don't do, you won't make any money. Okay, and this is kind of a spin-off of the Step Up Challenge that we were doing last week, and I got really passionate about it. So I'm going to announce the winner of the Step Up Challenge at the end of this live, and like I said, she's a bit of a dark horse, so I'm really excited to announce that winner. That was done on points for posts and support for other people, so I'm really excited to let you know who won that. But I am also really that last week really sparked a passion inside of me. So I'd been also involved in a group challenge in Jessica Lorimer's group last week, and more so watching everybody else's truth bombs was just absolutely incredible. Seeing everybody kind of bare their soul and share their passions was just awesome, and it really sparked a fire inside of me, and I got really passionate about what I'm about to share with you. Also from doing the Step Up Challenge, so collectively we had approximately 70 posts in the Awaken the Boss group, which was amazing. So many of you chose to step up and chose to sort of come out of where you've been hiding and really challenge yourself, because it wasn't just about becoming visible, it was about challenging yourself on what it is that you're not doing that you know you should be doing. That was one of the prompts on one of the days. Celebrating your amazingness, but really being honest with ourselves. And I'll always pick up this point. I always mention Alpa because it was just a really enlightening moment when she asked me, are you being truthful to your truth? And it was so important for me to bring that element of it into the Step Up Challenge, because we can go along and we can pretend like, you know, we're doing everything we can, and I can get people on clarity calls, not necessarily clients, because unless they're willing to push past this barrier, I choose not to work with these kinds of people. But you do find that some people I get on a call with, and you know, I can sort of ask them questions about, have you been doing this, and what have you been doing? And I just get bombarded with yes, I've tried everything, I've done everything I possibly can. Well, we all know that's not true, because if you've done everything you possibly can, you wouldn't be where you are right now. You've got to be doing something or not doing something that you should be doing. If I'm suggesting everything that I know works and you've tried all of that and it's still not working, then something's a bit, you know, something's awry there. And so I really wanted to bring that element of in, and so many of you really embraced that question, and I loved it. And I just want to put out, for instance, Sarah Banks, who came out and said, look, I know that I'm not putting myself out there. And a few of you have mentioned this about waiting for people to come to you and hoping, you know, you've kind of pitched up stall, you're ready and waiting and hoping and looking and sort of looking out for people, but you've kind of pitched up once and nobody came, and so then it gets a bit disheartening, and so you sink back a bit. And so the step up challenge was to shake it all up and say, come on, let's get honest and look at what it is that we need to do to start making money in our businesses, to actually, and you know, money making is all about being aligned with our passions. It's not necessarily about being the most amazing salesperson who ever lived. It's about sorry, just had a message come through. It's about getting in line and in touch with your passions. So I'm going to be talking about this today, about stepping up just that little bit further, because this is what I hear a lot of. I hear a lot of people who talk to me, or I see it on online in Facebook groups saying, I've been posting 3 to 5 times a day in like 10 different groups. I feel like I spend my life on social media and it's sucking me into a hole, but yet I'm still not getting paying clients. What other things do I hear? Oh, I've been trying to book people into discovery calls, but no one seems to want to jump on the call with me, even though it's free. I seem to be working all hours under the sun, doing as much work as possibly can, still no paying clients. I feel like I'm doing everything I possibly can. And when it's asked about, you know, have you set up your own Facebook group or have you got a list, it generally along the same lines. You know, it's either, yeah, I've got about sort of maybe 10, 50 people max, not really doing a lot. I've neglected it a bit recently because nobody's really engaging in there, and I'm starting to wonder what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm talking but being completely ignored. I'm talking to a brick wall. Anna, can you just comment on my video, just check that I've not frozen, because it keeps telling me my connection's weak and I'm worried that it's not working. So just, yeah, pop me a message and let me know, somebody. So and if it still isn't working, I may come out and just do this training on my page. Okay, so that might be what happens. Oh, Grim's on the, hello Grim. Grim's on the other one. So yeah, so follow suit if it's not working here. Have I just been frozen for a period of time, people in my group? Because that's unhelpful if I am. I don't want you to be sitting there watching a frozen me with a crazy face. Grim, I commented, but I don't see any comments. Marty says you're good. Comments are always weird, Grim. I have no idea. If you come up with a solution for solving the comment problem, Grim, I will be forever grateful. I'm sure you'll make a lot of money. Fab, Gemma. Great. Excellent. Not frozen. Perfecto. So, sorry, losing my thread. So anyway, so I hear everyone talking about they've done so much, whatever else, and they get their groups and they've got about this many people in it, or they have a list and they sent them maybe a newsletter last month telling them about news, what's going on in my business. And I'm sorry, guys, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. And it's not good enough in terms of you. It's not good enough in terms of the activity that you're putting into it. You are choosing not to do that. You are choosing to ignore being ignored. You're choosing to not be engaged in your group through fears. And I'm sorry if it triggers any of you, but it's true. If you're not getting engaged in your group, it's not because you're bored of doing it, Because who gets bored about talking about their passion every day? Who gets bored about getting out there and and helping lifting them up? Who gets bored of that? Nobody. It's not boredom. It's not that, you know, you're thinking, oh, it's not going to work. It's because we get worried and scared that we're chatting to a brick wall. And it's not, for instance, when we're working and posting in other people's groups, there's a very big difference between being ignored and not being noticed. So when you post in other people's groups, you know, you can kind of forgive if someone doesn't like or comment, because, you know, maybe it's got lost, or maybe they just haven't seen it, and that's fair enough. And you know what, it's not my group, so, you know, if no one comments or likes, then no biggie really, because I'm not really the owner of that group, so it's not an issue. But when you are the owner of that group, when you are the leader of that group, and you're posting and nobody is commenting or liking, God, that feels horrible, right? Who's with me? Who else has done this? Who else on this live or on the replay has started a group or created a list, and you've posted or you've been sending emails and you've not had any response back? And you know, that, be honest with me, that doesn't feel great, right? It makes you feel disappointed, and it makes you feel ignored, like your voice isn't being heard. So bullshit, are you bored? That's not the case. It's through fear of being rejected. I'm just going to leave that silence right there. It's through fear of being rejected. And like I've mentioned on another live, I don't know whether it was last week, regarding rejection, rejection does not exist. You are no worse off through putting your stuff, your amazingness out there. You are not losing anything. Okay, so that's really, really important. Becky, I've just noticed you said it's intermittent. If you want to, come onto my page, which is, if you just type in Jen Hall again, you'll see that I've got my business page on there, and you can jump on the live on the page if it's more helpful. Grim, I have a great group, but I don't network enough in other groups. In the past groups, and honestly, in past groups, and honestly, it was not the right group. Now I have the right group. I see. Okay, I think I know what you mean. And I'm going to come on to what the right group is in a minute, and about I don't network enough in other groups. It's important when you first start out to network in other groups, to funnel people into your group. That is essential to get known, to get out there. But the thing is promoting in other groups is just, I'm not saying stop. I'm not saying stop, because I absolutely still promote in other people's groups where it's allowed. Obviously, there's different rules and whatever else is going on. But I make sure that I supply 80% value. And now there's this thing, and I actually want to call this out right now. For this group, a lot of people get confused in terms of what is the 80-20 rule, 80% value, 20% promotion. Now, 80%, a lot of people say, you know, and I think I've even got it written down in there to give you an example, which I think I said out, you know, post 3 value posts to every 1 promotional post. But to be honest, it's not just about posting, it's about being part of the community. It's about supporting each other. It's about commenting on other people's posts and supporting and encouraging each other, and just, you know, showing each other a little bit of love. That is far more important to me than you posting up tips or whatever else. You know, it's great to see your goal, and I absolutely encourage you to do it more, because not enough people in this group come in here and show off what's inside their brain, and, you know, what's inside their hearts, and what their passions are, and their big whys. I really want to hear more of that. And last week was incredible. It's phenomenal hearing more about that, but I want that to continue. So it's not just about, I mean, there are groups, there are rules who are, you must post this amount of posts in order to get a promo post. Just follow the rules, guys. But I just wanted to confirm in here, it's not just about posts. As long as you're engaging and you're visible, and, you know, we're one big family here. And, you know, if I know your name, promote. It's absolutely fine. But when we promote in other people's groups, we are always competing against the leader of that group. It's just fact. We will always be doing that. So it's so important to make sure that you have your own space where you're not competing. And the reason why you're not competing is because you are leading from the front, and that you are you I used the example in one of my posts just gone. I'll be posting this group at some point, but it's almost like leading from the front, taking the evil ring into the fires of Mordor and destroying it, right? Nobody's going to want to do that unless you step up first and you go first. But when you are that person that's always stepping up and leading, people want to hear from you because they can see how much value you give to the group. The moment that you go, well, I'm not going to bother in the group, or that no one's engaging, you lose trust with your audience. Nobody wants to, see somebody who's just there when they feel like it. They want to know that you are there for them every single day, that you will be there to support them. I say every single day that you work. Obviously, you need a life. But posting all over the shop, in every single group, you're everywhere and nowhere. You need a home. You need somewhere where people can come. And, promoting is great, don't stop. But the best thing you can do, the thing that has worked for me, a treat, is actually just sharing my story, sharing my value, showing who I am as a human being in other groups. And then people get interested because people are interested in your story. And Anna, you will back me up on this. That happened to you in the Tenacious Tribe, I think, where you'd seen a video that I was talking about my big leap from corporate into coaching, and it resonated with you, and so you jumped into my group. How did you jump into my group? Because I've got a big banner on my profile, and I think I invited you personally, but if anyone clicks on me, if they're interested, you will see that I've got a big banner saying come and join my group. So it's very obvious that that I do have a home. So Anna came in here, and then she saw how much of an expert I am on what I do, and that is what converted her. It took her through the journey, through the story and the resonance and the client attraction, through to the home of where we are, to seeing my expertise, to converting. And that happened all in a very short space of time. And I hope you don't mind me using you as an example there, but it just goes to show exactly how it works. That you have to take people on a journey, and that just doing, and I'm not suggesting any of you do this, and in fact I probably don't see it enough, but there's some people out there who just like buy my stuff. Well, no one's going to buy your stuff. They don't know who they're buying it from. They need to know you. They need to get to know you, and the only way they're going to get to know you is in your own home. Invite them in, get them here to speak to you so that they can see what's going on and what you're about and get that expertise. So it's great showing your expertise in other groups, but your expertise should be mainly focused within your group. Give your best stuff, give your gold. And that's the other thing, is that people don't put their priority. And I'm using group as an example here, but this could this could be a neglection of your email list, for instance, or of a different face-to-face group that you have, or whatever else. But people sometimes giving away all of their good stuff in other people's groups and completely neglecting their own group. People want to know why they want to be in here. People want to know that they're going to get the best from you right here, or whatever it is in the space, on your email list, or on your page, wherever you want it to be. I would suggest a group, because this is where you can build relationships and connections. But it's so important to have somewhere to live, to have somewhere where people can come and join you, have a cup of tea, sit down and really get to know what you're about. And they cannot do that properly from a place of authority in other people's groups. And that is the key thing here. You must become an authority, and this triggers a lot of people. Becoming an authority can be a really scary thing. It can be becoming an authority, that and being an expert. I'm no expert, I'm no authority. Rubbish. You are an authority and an expert in your passion. If you're passionate about something, you need to be an authority, and you need to dominate your space, and you are an expert in your passion. If that makes it easier for you, it's not fluffing it up, it's not bullshitting, it's the truth. You become an authority and an expert in your passions. So that is what I just want to say to you today. Step up. And if you don't start leading from the front to help the clients that need you, there is going to be such a big hole in the world. Such a big hole in the world, because there are people out there who need you, no one else, just you, waiting for you to help them. And if you're not stepping up to that, you're letting them down, and you're also letting yourself down. You're not doing the best job that you could be doing because you're choosing to stay small. You're choosing not to step up to become that leader. It's a decision. It's not, well, it's just not happened. Make it happen. Create your own opportunities. You're in control of your life. You're the creator of your own destiny. You were born here. You were put on this earth to do what you do best. And that is to lead your clients and to help them. So I'm just going to quickly go through and check a few of these comments. Grimlong, now that I'm clear on who my tribe is, it's fantastic. Exactly. As long as you have been around enough for folks to know who you are, just show up a lot and stand out. Now I have to follow that. Exactly. Absolutely, Grim. Totally true. I have a group from my other business, this is Anna, and the team just don't interact. Exactly that. That's why I'm doing this and working on aligning my purpose and my passion. I feel like I've needed clarity on what I'm actually doing before starting a group with regards to coaching business. Now I'm much clearer on that and ready to get my group up and running. Fabulous, Anna. Both Grim and Anna have hit on a really key point here. So people ask me all the time, when do I start building my tribe? When do I start doing that? And the answer is as soon as you know who you're targeting. And this is another reason. So when I threw out my what do you call them? Surveys, that's the word. When I threw out a survey in the group last week, I think one person clicked that they needed clarity on their ideal client and niche. One person. And I'm going to call you all out on that. Clarity is not one and done. It's something that evolves and something you need to keep working on every single time you go to create something. Okay, every single time I go to create something. Graham, thanks for the reminder. I do need to actually look at my other group, look at the page. So every time you go to create something, every time you create a program, piece of content, you need to go back over your clarity. Who is it you're talking to? Because you should be talking to one person, not more than that. So when you know it is who you're targeting, that is when you should start. But a lot of you don't know who you're targeting, or you think you do, but it's really, really vague. And what I'll do is I'll post in fact, I've already done it. If you haven't read it, I posted a truth bomb yesterday. Go back and read it, and it talks about the vagueness that we can come up with when we think we know who our ideal client is, but we're just kidding ourselves. We've only just scratched the surface, and we need to go deeper. So it's really, really important to do that, to understand exactly and get really intimate with your ideal client, to really know them, their mindset, what's happening for them, and what tangible results you're going to be getting for them. And a lot of you pretending, and I'll call you out on it, a lot of you pretend that you know it when you don't. And that might be that you maybe did know it. If you've been in business a long time, you maybe did know who your ideal client was. But now things have changed. It evolves. So you need to go back over it time and time again. Clarity is the key to a successful product. You have to have that to do it. And you have to have it to start building your tribe. Otherwise, you're going to be building a tribe full of random people who don't make any sense to what it is that you do. And you're like, you could be like, well, I don't actually know what I do. Well, in which case you need the clarity. But as soon as you find that clarity, you need to start building that tribe and start understanding where you are. So if any of you are watching this either live or on the replay, I'd love for you to comment and let me know, where are you on the clarity scale? Do you feel like you have that clarity? And if you want, I am totally up for this. Send me a PM with a short paragraph of what it is you do and who you serve, and I will give you a niche check to see whether actually, it's tangible enough for people to hand over money to you. I can spot that a mile off. It's my zone of genius. I will be able to tell from that paragraph whether people will be handing over money to you or not. So if you want that service, I'm happy to do that. I'm not obviously going to go through a massive one-to-one because obviously that's my paid services, but I'll happily give you a short brief feedback on whether that will work for you or not. So feel free to do that. PM me. Get clearer as I work with people, it gets more and more niche down. Yeah, sometimes that's really helpful actually. When you've got that starting point of clarity and you start to know, okay, this is who I'm targeting, and then you might work with some clients where you're just like, do you know what, that doesn't quite fit me, that's not what I want, and then you drill it down further and further. Or you work with a particular client and you're like, wow, actually this is exactly this, I love doing all of this and this feels really good, and so you follow that path and further away from the other path that didn't feel quite right. So just do. It's not about stopping and going, okay, let's wait till I've got clarity. Move forward. It's a smooth motion. Move forward in what you're doing. And you know, as soon as you know who it is that you want to target, start working on it. And like I said, it's never one and done. It will constantly evolve anyway. So you've just got to follow the path, follow the route, and keep moving forward. I'm just going to check. Okay, yeah. So as soon as you have clarity, start building your tribe on, you know, on who it is that you want to target. And like I said, like Grim said, you will drill it down the more and more you go. I'm just going to check to make sure I've just gone through the 2 things I wanted to do. Okay. I think I've said it all. I can't believe I've said it all. Surely not. Oh, sorry, no, I haven't said it all. The other thing that comes up is that a lot of people say, I don't have anything to sell, so I don't really want to start building my tribe because then I've got nothing to offer them. Well, you absolutely do. You absolutely have something to offer. You know, just because it's not packaged up, you have value to give. So start building your tribe right now, regardless of whether you have something to sell or not. Get in there, start building the tribe. And add value, as much value as you possibly can to that group, because there is no such thing as, you know, well, they're not going to buy the cow because they're getting, you know, they're getting all their milk, or whatever the saying is. That's probably wrong, but you know what I'm getting at. The fact that, you know, people think that giving away too much is going to hold them back from actually working with you. That's rubbish, because people see how amazing you are. They're going to wonder how, you know, amazing your paid stuff is. They're going to want more. So give, build your tribe, and don't worry about nothing to offer. If people ask you, which I'll be completely honest with you, it's extremely rare to have someone come out and ask you for something. They, you know, they will want to see the free stuff that you have to have a value first before they do that. But if they do, let them know that you're putting something together and you'll be with them ASAP, okay? And then do it. Say yes, and then work it out afterwards, okay? That's a Richard Branson saying. But don't hold back on building your tribe just because you haven't got anything to sell. But it leads me nicely on to my second point, which, oh goodness, which is completely flown out the window. What was it? It was something about selling. I don't have anything to sell. Oh yeah, that was the other question you need to ask yourself, which I've completely forgotten then, but I've just remembered, is, are you actually selling? Are you actually giving them something? Are you in the process of creating something? Because it's fine to start building your tribe before you have something to sell, but you need to be in the process of creating something pretty damn quick, because otherwise what's the point? You've got nothing to give for, you know, give them for money. So it's really important to get on it and start to create something to sell. And once you've got it, don't sit on it. Sell it, and keep creating. Don't just sit on your one core product. Keep creating you know, of different values. You know, your core product, you might have some downsells, some upsells, and then keep selling it every single day, and train your tribe and your group that you will be offering stuff out. Yes, you're going to be giving a lot of free value, and that's what makes a difference. When you've been offering free value constantly, it's then not a surprise that you're going to be then, you know, offering something for them to buy, and they're not going to be cheesed off. I get promo emails all the time. I just delete them if they're not relevant, or I'm not ready, or I don't want it right now. I don't buy everything in sight, and I get a lot of promo emails, but I don't unsubscribe because I know that that person gives me a lot of value continually. So I still want to receive the rest of it, and I'm happily just take a millisecond out of my life to delete the email, or to ignore the post, or to maybe go, this sounds great, but just, you know, not for me at the moment, or whatever that is. You know, get out there and sell and show the stuff that you have. Just going to read up on the comments. Second. Anna, it's probably a bit like dating. The more you date, the more you know what you don't want. Oh my God, Anna, that's the best analogy ever. Exactly, totally true. Grim, creating but not yet selling. I'll be announcing my for sale thing tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but I learned a valuable lesson yesterday. I do give too much but that makes it too difficult. Time to scale back a bit. But that makes it too difficult. Time to scale back a bit. No, I don't. I honestly, Grim, I totally disagree. You know, the more value you give, the better. It's the fact that you need to tell them why they would pay for it. It's making them see the value in what it is that you have to offer. That's a whole other training, and that's not what today's about. But just very briefly, it's about making them see what it is that you have to offer. That's so important that they get you. You know, that they receive you for that help and not just the free stuff that's coming out. And if you want an example, just take me. You know, I give a lot of this free training out, but you get the most value when you get to work with me and have that interaction, right? Because you can take the information and think you've got it, but you might challenge it, like you've challenged me in the past, Grim, and I've had to give you some clearer guidance, or you think you've got it, and then you post something that, you know, that you're like, yeah, got it, here it is. And then I'm like, well, actually, no, you need to go deeper into this, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. You know, without having that time and that effort put into actually giving you feedback on what you're doing, you know, it's going to be lost. And so they need you. And so think of all the reasons why they actually need you, not just the information. So that's really important. That's something that we'll be actually going through in the online program Prodigy and working on as well. But yeah, I don't believe that you can, you know, offer too much value. And I'm sorry if I've misunderstood what you were actually saying there, Grim. I'm starting to worry that I actually misunderstood. But either way, the information is completely valid, whether it's responding to your question, your statement or not. There is no such thing as too much value. You keep going, you keep offering. So that was my message for you today that I'm super passionate about. And whilst I had a target of 200 posts and we hit 70, which I want to celebrate because so many of you still stood up and you shared your amazingness and you got honest and you dropped down some truth bombs and you really started to step outside of your comfort zones, which is what I'm all about. So I do not want to downplay that 70 posts at all because that's incredible. However, there are still a lot of people who are choosing to ignore, and you know what, there's, to a certain extent, there's only so much I can do for those people if they're not willing to step up and do it. But I will give you this message, this one message to every single person in this group who chooses to watch this video. You will not make money in your business if you don't choose to step up in your own selling space. Because if you don't step up and create that space where you can convert clients, where you are the authority, where you dominate, where you are the expert in your passion, you will not make money. Yes, you will make a bit here and there. I do. I get some, you know, the odd bit of money from different groups, but there's nothing that's more consistent than the income that I generate from this very group that I'm talking to you in. Sorry, page people. But if you want to see more of my stuff, you can jump in my group. But I convert 90%, maybe a little bit more than that, 90% of my income inside this group. And I know this to work for so many other people. Jessica Lorimer will tell you that she converts inside. Sorry, so I just saw Grim Long's message saying I'll send you a PM in a bit, and I thought confirm then. When you know that she converts, you know, quite a lot of her sales inside her Facebook group. She's a different story because she has so much automation going on in her business, which is just incredible, and that's the way I want to go, with more automation and passive income. But aside from the passive income, the rest of it, everything funnels into the Facebook group, even PR, even, you know, magazine articles and bits and pieces. Everything funnels back into the Facebook group to connect with her, to get to know what she's about, to understand that she's the expert, to, you know, and, you know, connect with her as a person. And that converts your prospectives into paying clients, and they will not convert consistently unless you create that space, whether that be a Facebook group, whether it be an email list, whether it be somewhere else, wherever that is. But you have to be able to authoritate and dominate a space. It's just fact. Now let me know what you think about this. You know, the few people that I've got on watching me at the moment, I would really love for you to just tell me, is that triggering you? Do you disagree? Do you agree? What do you know, what are your thoughts? What do you think? I'm just going to go back. Grim, send you a PM in a bit. No worries. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Thank you, Grim. That's exactly the saying that I was after. But yeah, I'd really love to know what you guys think of that. And whilst I'm waiting for you just to let me know, send me some hearts or tell me if you agree, disagree, whatever else. I will be announcing the winner momentarily. Let's just have a look. Jess, hello, my lovely. I've just been talking about you as your ears are probably burning. I've just thought something really great. Thank you, Anna. Fab advice, Jen. Excellent. I'm so glad that this resonates with some of you, because it might be triggering and it might be something that you feel resistant to, but it's something that is just so true. And I know this because I've been on both sides. I've been that person who perhaps had chosen at one point, not when I went online. When I went online, I'd made that decision. That I was going all out and I was going to do it, and I was going to build my tribe, and this was going to work no matter what, and I was not going to fail. And I invested so much into people like Jessica, into people like into Sinai, to really understand, get my clarity and understand my strategy and get aligned with what it is that I'm doing, and really understand how it all works on this online crazy space. I had to do that to get to where I am right now. So all I'm saying to you is I know what it's like on both sides. I know what it's like to choose to stay small, and I know what it's like to step up and do it. And when you choose to step up and become that leader, it will happen for you, I absolutely promise. Anna, triggers are good though. They identify exactly where you need to dig deep. I'm so glad you said that, Anna. And Marcy says you're absolutely right. Thank you, lovely. Yeah, Anna, you are totally right. Whenever I get triggered on something, I go away and journal, and I really look deep as to why, because there's always something to learn from it. And I absolutely welcome them. Who else welcomes triggers here? Because I absolutely do. I love them. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'd love to be triggered any day. Although that's normally in a sort of an up level. So I wanted to tell you, before I announced the winner of the Step Up Challenge last week, I want to just tell you about the Coach on Fire Become a Facebook Boss workshop, which is happening on Thursday. This is, you've got today and tomorrow, but I'd love you to just step up now and make that decision to join on. It's only $79, okay? Really, it's not much at all, to learn and give you the practical tips on how to build that engaging Facebook tribe, how to actually do that, but also on getting past those blocks that are perhaps stopping you and making you choose not to step up. But this is your time now. You're going to have to make one step forward to get the rest of the way, and I will help you get the rest of the way. So step up this moment, choose to come on the Coach on Fire Become a Facebook Boss workshop, where I give you the practical tools on how to grow an engaging Facebook tribe, but also help you through the emotional stuff that we, the gremlins. Let's get rid of those gremlins who stop us from stepping up, and actually look at getting ourselves more aligned to what we love, what our passions are, and actually get out there and show everybody who's boss. So if you're up for that, and you're up for looking at how to start building your tribe of perfect prospects that convert into paying clients, then jump on, people, because this is going to help you make some money, and I would absolutely love to do that. So I'm going to pop the link in the comments below for you to step up and join in. I'm so excited to see you in there. We've already got some lovely ladies that are joining us for that workshop. So yeah, I really love you to join us in there, because it's going to be fantabulous. And I also have something, you'll be the first to hear about something amazing and new and exciting that's coming up. So if you're even a little bit curious, you need to get in that workshop, because you'll be the first people to hear about it. I am really excited. I think I've been talking about being excited about this one thing that I still haven't divulged yet for probably about a month, but it's finally getting closer, and I'm so excited. So if you want to hear about that, jump in. If you want to learn how to build an engaging Facebook tribe, jump in. If you want to start stepping up, getting over those blocks, jump in. Right, Grimlong, not all gremlins are bad. Oh no, Grim, not my lovely Grim gremlin. Right, winner. I'm so excited to announce this, because like I said, she was a dark horse. She swooped in. I'm just going to remind everybody, the points are based on the step up posts that you posted, which were just awesome. I've already called out Sarah Banks. I just want to call out Grim Long and Marcy Masters for just getting absolutely stuck in with the videos, the live videos. Thank you so much to both of you, because it's so nice seeing everybody's lovely faces, and I encourage everybody to go live in this group. It wasn't just about last week. I want you to go live. I want to see some more of you, and it's a safe space to just overcome that fear of going live. You know, we're not a humongous group, so if you want to come in here and just trial out, make a few mistakes, stumble over your words like I did, or shake like a scared dog, do it. Come in here and get live, because this is the space to do it in. Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much to both of you, and Marcy in particular. Grim, you did a fantastic job, but I just want to call out Marcy, who how long ago did you go live now, Marcy? Was it like 2-3 weeks ago? Because you have just come on phenomenally in terms of your, you know, where you've, you know, the confidence that you've got, and the fluidness of what you're saying is just awesome. So well done. You know, you've done so well in the progress that you've made on live. Just amazing. And Grim, always looking so professional. You need to jump in her group. Grim, and Marcy, feel free to share your groups and stuff in this thread so people can go and join your groups, because they are offering a ton of value at the moment, and you need to get in there. So the winner, this winner, I am really excited, because she has just been a superstar. She, you know, I'm sure she doesn't mind me telling this, because I mean, it's her story to tell. I don't think she's on at the moment, so we're just going to have to tag her in, but she will tell it better than I ever could. And I would really love for you, this person, to come on and share your story from your part, because she came from that. She describes herself as this kind of butterfly that was in this chrysalis, and she, you know, wasn't sharing, as she chose not to speak. She didn't want to speak, because, you know, through fear again of all sorts of things, of being rejected and whatever else. And she's come through this incredible journey out the other side to just help so many people just find that confidence to really shine their light, because she's done exactly that. And this is Nicola. So congratulations, Nicola, and thank you so much for sharing all of your amazingness in this group. It's just been awesome. Thank you so much. You are the winner of the Step Up Challenge, and you've just won an hour's coaching with me. So if someone wouldn't mind tagging Nicola into this right now, if you can, I would be most appreciated, because I don't think I can from my phone. But she is just awesome, and I'm so pleased to, you know, hopefully you'll take me up on this offer of your free coaching, and we can spend an hour together working on whatever it is that you want to do. So massive round of applause. Really proud, but I just want to say I'm so proud of every single person who's joined in this challenge. It's just been awesome. Gwen, you were awesome, well done. Anna as well, you stepped up. Sarana, bless her, who's away. I think she's meant to be on holiday or vacation, but she is still joined in with this. Who else have we got in here? Laura came in with a sly one about, you know, her superpower being I can't remember what she said. I think it was something to do with communicating with the soul. That was powerful. That's a powerful one. And Becky, who I'll be speaking to in a little while, you were incredible as well. In fact, you know, you were very close. You were very close as a winner too. And same for you, Grim and Marcy. You were not far away at all. You just got pipped to the post. But yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I hope this live training helped you and encouraged you and inspired you to just get out there and do your stuff. Take control. Take the lead of your tribe, of your people who need you. Step up for them, step up for their sakes, and start being your true self, to get out there and start shining and beaming like the sun, because you can and you will if you just choose to. And like I said, there will be no money unless you choose to do it. You have to step up and become that leader. If you don't, then you may as well just stop now. So now is the time, now is as good as any to just make that change, step up to become that leader. You can do it. I know you can. Sophia's just joined us. Hello, lovely. I'm just going to pop off now, but I just wanted to give you that last passing thought that you cannot make money in your business unless you choose to step up as a leader. Fact. And anyone who wants to can try to challenge me. But I know that is the truth, the God's honest truth. and I know it from both sides. So yay! Okay, cool. Bye-bye. I'm going to go and quickly scoff down some food because then I've got to jump on a call. So what we all having for lunch, I'm excited to hear. So I'm so pleased you liked it, Marcy. Oh, thanks. Right, so I'm going to go. Bye, everyone on my page. I'm going to go my page first. Bye. Jump in my group, by the way, if you want to.